Good morning, everyone.
Morning, everybody.
It's the pICKER Daily Hustle, episode 207. There's Sally.
Hi, guys.
And Nikki. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Sound very good.
I'm trying to find this stupid sweater, and it's not working with my new inventory thing because I haven't done anything with it. I've been through all the boxes and I can't find it, and so now I'm going to look in my old spreadsheet.
I hope you don't have to go look in that big pile.
No. It's listed.
Okay. So what you need to do is you need to step away for a minute.
Yeah.
You need a break for a minute because you're like, so, woo, I gotta find it. You just need to take a break, take a breath.
But I gotta find it.
I know you do. I know you do. But I mean, you're getting all riled up.
I want to go in and see if I have it in my inventory list, though, because if I do, then that'll be easier.
Right.
Because that's one thing I liked about my notebook way of doing things back when I had my Windows phone. It was faster to just jot stuff down in my notebook. Anyways, that was one thing I liked about my notebook way of doing things, was because I could always go back and look at what I listed by it.
Right.
What stuff I listed that day. And sometimes it would click, oh wait, that thing is in that box, so it's got to be in that box. You know what I mean?
Yep.
154. Okay, so at least I have a number. Because, see, the thing is that I have things in bags, in poly bags and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, Brandon started putting it in the eBay poly bags, which completely screws me up. And then he writes on it. But at the same time, like, I separated everything from, like, so even that system wouldn't work for me, Nikki, because I separated everything in between shirts and sweaters and skirts and stuff like that. So, you know, even that wouldn't work for me. But I have a number now. So
you have way to see the thing. Like me, it's a simple process. If I list something, no matter what it is, clothes or not, it goes in a numbered bin, plain and simple. Right. I don't put things in poly bags. I don't put things in. Sometimes I might wrap something with like newspaper and something, but
the back side.
The number, it goes in that bin. Now I've been seeing some people doing this for clothing. They do the well, now she's not listening.
Sorry, I was yelling at somebody.
Yeah, I know. I've been seeing some people on YouTube doing the clothespin method. That looks like a pretty good method.
Clothespin?
They're putting their clothes in their poly bags so they're ready to ship.
Right.
They're open, but they're ready to ship. And they take a clothespin, they write a corresponding number on that clothespin and clip it to the top of the poly bag so the poly bag's closed. And then they line them up in boxes and keep them organized that way. And then they take when they sell it, they take the clothespin off, put it in their clothespin bin.
And then they assign that to another.
Assign that number to something else. So you're not having empty boxes too, you know what I mean?
There you go.
Thank you. You just throw them right there, it's fine. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think it worked for me.
It wouldn't work for my hard good. I mean, if you did clothing, that would be
yeah.
Right now, nothing's working for you.
Yeah.
Nope.
So, the task at hand is to find that dang sweater.
I know. And yeah, that's it for right now.
Sometimes I'll just show my husband a picture and he goes and looks and then he'll find it. because I've looked at this inventory way too much. And every time I'm looking for something, I'm looking at this inventory. So everything starts blending in with each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so sometimes I just have to have my husband, I'll show my husband a picture. I'll be like, will you find this for me? It's supposed to be in such and such bin.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll go and he'll look. And even if it's not in that bin, he'll start looking in other bins. And he usually finds it right away.
Yeah.
Because there's been many times when I've canceled the sale when I can't find this. And here, you know, the next time I went to look for something in that bin.
Yeah.
Now I'm actually thinking, because sometimes like you still can't see it even though it's right in front of you.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I'm actually thinking that I should put it on my spreadsheet instead of
What?
Because I wasn't the new stuff that I just recently listed, and because I put that in there too, stuff that's not, but it like the poly bags are open, there's no tape on them, there's no number, you know, on those things. So now I'm actually thinking that now I should probably put those things on the spreadsheet too, instead of just putting a SKU number of a box, letter on my eBay listing.
I mean, it'll just give you kind of a second,
Yeah.
you know, way to look for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I mean, even right now, like I went through all those boxes, I can't see it. I can't physically see it. It's like, I know it's there. It's with everything else.
Do you have boxes numbered or what?
I have them lettered.
So what is
So I have
150?
A, B, C, but 154 is how I had it set up earlier, like where I would just put I'd put the next number in my spreadsheet, and that's what number it would be.
Right. So it was 154.
So you have two different inventory systems going on at one time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, actually 3. Actually 4.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
4, because I had my hard goods on shelves in boxes, but they're separated where they should be. And then I have my jeans in another system, and they're listed, I mean, they're inventoried separately because they're, you know, they're just numbered, but they're in the jeans spreadsheet or the pants spreadsheet. You know, they're all in bags lined up on the shelves.
Are they closed?
Yes.
Okay.
But what I've been doing is I've been opening them just to check,
So
check.
you know what you're gonna have to do.
What?
It's one inventory system.
You're gonna have to get one system.
Yes.
No.
I ain't even looking at your system.
I don't know.
So sweet.
She is sweet.
Yeah,
Hello,
I understand. I understand what you guys are saying. I like to do things the hard way.
Well, you know, I don't know about that. I don't agree with that. I don't like to do things the hard way. You know, thankfully, I found a system that somewhat works for me, so I'm not spending hours looking for items that, you know, are lost in totes, you know.
Yeah.
So, and eventually I may go to the the banker boxes eventually, because I think that could potentially help a lot of my storage needs.
Right.
So, I don't know if it will or not, but one system. Yep. One system. I don't know. I know it's frustrating when you can't find an item. That is like the most, for when you have to think about, the last thing you want to do is let that person, let that buyer know that, I can't find your item. Your item seems to be missing, so I can't send it to you. That's not what you want to do. I mean, that.
Valerie, can you hear me? Your headphones are not good. Yeah. Hey, you can't get away from us that easy.
Yeah.
Just turn them on and set them on the desk. Charge them. Yeah, it's Valerie's stinking headphones. Her doggy chewed through the cord, and ever since she's had problems. Like they're not thoroughly charging or something. Yeah, are you there, Val? Valerie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can hear you.
Okay.
How's my sound?
Testy. Nope, I got an echo.
So.
Is it me?
I don't think so. You don't have an echo.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't see unless I change all the numbers on my jeans to go into that system with the bin. See, that even wouldn't even make sense.
Yeah.
And really, that it's not that hard. Like, from what I got going on, that would just be, putting a number on it would just be a double check. Still have a freaking echo, Nikki.
Yeah, I mean, that whatever works. I mean, that's the thing is if you have it for your jeans and it works okay, then go with it. If that system for that particular, if that works for you, maybe you can implement that same system into your other clothing.
True. I had them like that at one point, but I thought, oh, since I have this shelf, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
With the jeans or the pants, and that's worked. It's worked pretty good. It's just a number system that I put in my spreadsheet, and I go with that. Well, now it might not be good for long though, because that shelf is only so big, and the more and more pants I put on there, I'm actually starting to run out of room.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have to get another shelf for my pants, or I could just put them in a bin next to the shelf, and then whenever I sell pants, I, move everything up and everything. So, that would work, but, I would still use the shelf, and there's a lot of room on it.
Right.
The way that I have them set up. So I don't know. I just think that's the number system is going to be just a secondary, I think. And I think once I, have everything, because You know, they're not in bins, they're in boxes.
Right.
In the, you know, same sized boxes. So
All my stuff is all in the same size boxes too. I just say bins.
yeah. So, you know, like, I understand what you mean, you know, one system, but that won't work for me, I don't think. Especially what, you know, what I have available to me right now.
Right.
This is going to have to be it.
Right. You're just going to have to make it work.
Oh yeah.
Bottom line.
And it will, but it's going to be work going through all those boxes, putting a number to what that doesn't have one already, and then also putting a box number.
Right.
That's going to be work also. So that's, besides everything else I got to do, you know, that's.
Just add that to the mix, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They still have echo.
Testing, testing. No, it sounds good.
Good.
You sound good.
We all struggle with this inventory, you know, but you got to figure out what the easiest plan is and make your whole system into that plan, you know.
Yeah,
And,
well,
I mean, the problem is we all sell everything, you know, so it's hard to. It's hard. We got to figure out a plan of how to organize it all, because it's not like. I mean, I don't know how, like, scavenger life. They used to say, well, I have wood stuff in the wood box, and I have, you know, men's clothing, men's t-shirts and men's t-shirt box, and I have shoes all in these other 3 boxes, and I have metal in this box, copper in this box, aluminum in this. I'm like,
oh my God.
holy shit.
Yeah.
And like, well, then what do you do? I used to sell these candle holders and sconces that were wood and metal. Then what would you do?
Yeah. Put it in the wooden and metal box.
Yeah, I mean, now that they built their other building, they're gonna revamp their whole organizing system. But I was like, oh my God, that would just give me a headache. I would quit eBay.
Yeah, that.
Especially with as many items as they have, because they have like 6,000 items.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine that system with 6,000 items? I'm sure when they first started, that was a good plan, but.
Yeah. And I think you evolve, you know, as you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You evolve with what you have available to you. You know, some people can go out and buy, you know, a bunch of tubs, you know, and do it that way, or bankers boxes, or, you know, and yes, I know that's, you know, investing in your business and stuff like that. But you kind of have to use what's available to you too sometimes.
Yeah.
That's
true.
And
I mean, we all started out illegally using priority boxes as storage.
Right.
You know.
Oh, I mean, definitely.
That's all we could afford.
Yeah.
You know? Just don't let the mailman see the inside of your garage, you know. But we all evolve then, you know, and end up getting what works best for us. And even if you got to buy just a little by little, that's what I used to do when I first started out. I was so excited the first time I got to go take my PayPal money and buy something for my business.
Right.
I was so excited. I couldn't, I darn near peed myself. I was so excited because it was like, now I am a real business.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And all it was shipping supplies, but.
Yeah, but like even then, like before eBay started doing their shipping supplies stuff, you know, like that's what I would spend my money on usually, was stuff to ship in. You know, and you know, poly mailers and tape and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Is this chat just not moving this
I
morning?
don't know what's going on. Seems like it's very, very slow. Like it's.
I'm not looking at the chat right now. I have a sore hand. It is so sore. I want to cry. I'm wondering if I have gout.
You need to go to the doctor.
Oh my God, it hurts so bad. I woke up that way. Well, a couple weeks ago, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, my thumb hurt on the same hand, my right hand. My thumb hurt really bad. And I thought, well, maybe and down into my hand, you know. And I thought, well, maybe I slept on it wrong, you know. Maybe I bent it while I was sleeping or something, right? I'm
Yeah.
sorry to change the subject real quick, but it hurts really bad. And so anyways, I kind of babied it all day, and I made sure it rested somewhere so it had support. And it felt better the next day. And then a couple days later, it was all completely gone. Well, so yesterday morning, my hand, the outside of my hand started hurting. The same hand. I mean, like really bad. And it's puffy. I don't know if I had slept on it wrong or what happened, but it's really freaking sore. And today it's even worse. But you know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if I got my hands into something that I was allergic to. At first I thought it might be gout, but I don't know if it's gout. I've had gout before, like in my foot.
Yeah.
But it can happen in any joint. And it hurts down into the joint of my wrist. So I don't know what's going on. My husband asked me if I wanted to go to town today when he left so I could go to the doctor. I said no. So I'm at home, so I can't go to the doctor. But I didn't want to get out of bed. I
don't blame you. I think it's the cold, Nikki.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know.
You know, the whole changeover.
You have a heating pad, Nikki?
Yeah.
I would put
Actually, what feels good is when I grab an ice cold pop and put on it. It feels so good. But then I want to drink the pop.
Well, maybe
What's that noise?
I got frozen apples. Put that on there, and maybe even somehow wrap it on there so it stays on there.
Yeah. I was thinking of maybe like wrapping an ace bandage around it just to give it support, you know.
Right.
So then yesterday, I'm actually ambidextrous, but I write with my left and eat with my right. So last night we're at the Chinese buffet and I'm sitting there, I'm eating with my left hand, and my husband says, "God, that looks weird." And I was like, yeah, it feels kind of weird too. Because you're used to doing stuff. I mean, I'm a left-hander, but I do a lot with my right too.
Right.
So I'm kind of a weirdo. But I mean, I can do anything with either hand. So
kind of a weirdo.
But but I do a lot of stuff with my right hand, and so it's weird because I do, even though I'm ambidextrous, I do have my favorite hands to do things with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sounds so odd.
I understand.
But so when I do use the other hand, it does still feel a little strange, but thank God I'm ambidextrous for when things like this happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Leave me alone.
I guess everybody's busy. They're just busy this morning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. When I woke up this morning, it was 20 degrees.
Mm.
Ugh.
Yeah, we got snow.
Oh, did you?
Touch your hair?
Oh, yeah, it's here.
Did you cut your hair, Valerie?
No.
Oh.
Does it look like
She just didn't dry it with the dryer, did you?
Nope.
You just let it dry natural. Yep, that's what my hair does.
Because
You know, my hair
just
my hair
not,
used to not do that.
this doesn't work for me.
my hair used to not do that. It used to not dry like that if I let it dry naturally. But now it's like super has super body when I let it dry by itself. So my hair has changed throughout the years.
The only way I get body is if I blow dry it, and then I have to hairspray it.
Mine don't
I have really,
even have
I have like baby fine hair.
but something kind of wave, but it's like waving.
Your hair looks thicker than it used to be.
Mine does.
Actually, yeah, it does.
It's actually thinner. And then this has got to go away. This is just not.
Valerie, you just need to lighten your hair, and then it'll be all right.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna cross to the other side.
What's that mean?
I'm super scared.
No, don't
right
go.
now.
Don't follow the light, Valerie. No, no, no.
Is this your coming out show? I wasn't ready for that.
Get back in the closet.
Hurry! Slam that door.
Oh my gosh! No, I'm not. I'm not coming out of the closet. But no, I am seriously thinking about going
You thinking about going what?
all gray.
Oh. Well,
I will when mine gets bad enough. I will.
I don't dye my hair. I just let it grow.
Oh. I like to dye mine just for myself. It's just like for my personality, you know, like it mixes with my personality, I think. But I think there will be a day, because I have to be super careful because I'm deathly allergic to freaking hair dye. So my body doesn't like it. So one day I'm just going to give it up. I'm just going to let it go.
Why doesn't your body like it? What do you mean?
I'm allergic. I
to hair dye.
Yeah, if I just go to Walmart and get something off the shelf and I use it the right way and all of that, I will have places on my heads like blisters. And they end up having to give me a steroid shot usually at the emergency room because it's so bad. But I'll have blisters all over my head. And it's painfully excruciating. It's awful. And like it was like probably 8 months ago or something, I used just a little bit of my son's black hair dye. I almost had to go to the emergency room for that one too. And it was just, I didn't even get it on my scalp. That's the thing. Like it was probably a good like inch away from my scalp.
Yeah.
What I put on there. But just it touching from whenever I washed it out, it bit me.
Yeah. That's kind of.
Is that your dog's?
What?
Is that her dog?
It's not my dog.
Might be mine.
Chewbacca.
What is that? Sally, is that your dog?
It might be.
Sounds like Chewbacca.
Sounds like a dog in the water.
It's fine. I just was wondering what it was.
Hey,
I mean, I don't care. You don't have to stop it.
better knock your shit off.
It sounded like Chewbacca was on the show.
It did.
I figured Ringo and what's his face are growling in the background, fighting.
Everybody's asleep. Everybody's
Oh.
there. Everybody woke me up at 3 o'clock this morning. The dogs woke me up.
Here, come here.
Now they're sleeping.
Come
I'm really considering not
Get the
going
heater.
to lunch.
Get the heater.
You're what?
Considering not going to lunch with my mother-in-law.
Oh.
Yeah, Prancer's wanting to freaking hump everything right now, and the dogs are getting mad at him. That's what it is. Prancer, come here.
Stop trying to hump me, damn it.
Yeah.
Get off my back. Literally.
Yeah, get off my ass.
And you know what? He's the littlest, but I think he's the boss. Sometimes whenever it comes to that, like, and he's never had no punani, so it's not like he knows what he's missing out on, but
yeah,
he is the horniest little dog sometimes. It's awful. Prancer, come here. Get up here.
It wasn't bothering me. I was just wondering what it was.
I can't
just
hear
like
it.
Chewbacca off of Star Wars.
See, that's what I mean about my reverse hearing impairment. It's like I can't hear noises like that.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't. I cannot hear it. Get up here.
It's like it doesn't register or something.
Yeah.
I don't even hear it.
We learned to ignore sounds too.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
there's
true.
a lot of sounds that don't bother me a bit. It used to be kids whining and stuff. Didn't really bother me, but when they'd fight, that would bug me. But the kids could play all day long, scream, yelling, running around, having a good old time, making all kinds of noise with their toys. Didn't bother me a bit. But once they start fighting or whining, oh.
Yeah.
Like the other day in the store, that one kid, oh my God, take that kid out in the car.
Yeah. I can't handle that either.
I thought, when did I start hating children?
Right.
I used to be so patient with kids.
Lori says that she has a female Chiweenie that humps their cat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I had my beagle Gus, my beagle mix. He used to hump the cat. She loved it. She'd come up and sit and flirt with him. And I mean, he never penetrated her, but yeah, he used to do the motion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she apparently loved it because she'd come up and she'd be, every time he'd come outside, she'd be up rubbing against him and, you know, oh yeah, his little slut.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I still think of him as a baby, so I don't see him doing all that much. But and Toby, his brother, Toby doesn't do this, but it's almost like he's having a heat or something for a male.
Yeah.
Because there's just times where he's just the horniest little bastard, and you can't, like, you literally, for me to do anything this morning, I had to put a gate up between the two.
Oh, gosh.
And Prancer got put in jail because he was being a little fucker. Yeah, he was being a little fucker. That is exactly the word for him.
Let me see that puppy dog you're holding. I want to see him.
This is the Prancer.
Oh, hi, Prancer. Aren't you a little cutie? Hi, Prancer. Oh, is he old?
He's only like probably what, 3?
Oh, so that's just his coloring.
He's a little bit older than
Might
that.
be.
I'd say he's probably closer to 5. 5 or 6.
It might be 5. Trying to think.
You guys have been there for like 10 years.
Hmm.
You guys
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
we've been here since 2009.
Okay. So 9 years.
Yeah. But we've only had them since probably,
I mean, you got Fuzzy first, right?
yeah.
And so, and then how long did you have Fuzzy before you got the others? Like it was like the next year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think we had Fuzzy for a year, so I think probably I have other records and stuff out in the garage, but
Well, I don't
I
need
think it
records.
was like 2014. No, yeah, 2014. So 3 years. Yeah, he's a good dog most of the time. Most of the time, I don't have a problem with him. He listens to me. He minds me. He, if I call him, he comes. And he's a little snuggle butt, but we all have our moments, huh, Prancer?
Well, Mr. Henry, my dad's dog, he sure is happy as a lark. Ever since he got his hair cut, he just seems so much happier.
Well, that's
And
good.
I told my husband, I said, it's probably because he got all that gook out of his ear. Because she
Yeah.
said that he had all that gook in his left ear. I said that was probably affecting him because he was all mopey and just wouldn't play or nothing. Well, he had all that damn hair weighing him down too. I mean, he was way overdue for his haircut. And
Right.
because my dad was having a hard time finding a place for him. And so I suppose when he's used to getting a haircut every 3 months, and then it doesn't happen.
Right.
And then all that gook in his ear, yeah, he's a completely different dog now. He's back to normal again, playing, having fun, running around.
Yeah. I have a typewriter that I've been meaning to list for a very long time, but I think today I'm going to see if it's worth anything. And I mean, I think whenever I originally got it, I think I was gonna get like 50 out of it, but I don't even know if that's worth it anymore.
What kind is it? You know?
It's the heavy one.
They're all heavy.
Oh, son of a bitch. Hang on a second.
I didn't mean for you to go through all that. I was just trying to help.
Now I have heard from some people that you can take, like if you have a typewriter that doesn't work, this may not be on like an electric one, but I've heard of some people like taking the keys off and selling just the keys.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard people do that.
It's a Smith Corona.
Yeah.
What brand? I mean, what model?
Um, I don't know. Sears. I see Sears. Where do you find the model of these bastards at? Somewhere we got to flip it over.
Sometimes they're right on top.
Yeah, exactly. So Sears, Roebuck and Company. 871 53700. pICKER is the style.
pICKER? PICA?
Jeez. Now I can't get in the back of the fucking box.
Was it Oh.
Huh?
Was it PICA?
Yeah.
I don't see that. Here's a pICKER 64.99.
It's fixing to make its way back to the road.
Boy, too bad you didn't have this Sun and Sky model. That thing's $270. It's a pICKER.
Well, damn it.
Like I was telling Nikki, if it's not worth it to sell the whole thing, sometimes people sell the piece to them.
Yeah, but you have to cut them.
Yeah. Actually, with those, you should be able just to pop them off.
I don't know. What do you think about that, Nikki?
Maybe that's the older one.
What do I think?
Yeah, about like cutting the keys off of it.
Some people have made quite a bit of money for that, but
I mean,
I've never done it myself.
I don't know if I
And I'm
can
looking up
actually.
Smith Corona pICKER T keys, and nobody's. Oh, wait, whoop! Antique 41 typewriter keys. Antique lot 49. They're getting $30 to $50 for keys.
Just for the keys.
$31. These are antique Smith Coronas. Is that an antique Smith Corona?
It's old. I mean,
It probably feels like it.
I mean, are they like the round type? Or are they
like?
I suppose there's no way of showing me it, huh?
Yeah, hold on. Just fucking heavy. Heavy old bastard.
I get to be your pain in the butt today.
It's called the Communicator 2. I see that
Well,
now.
that helps. Oh, okay, so those are just regular letters.
Right.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So they're just regular letters?
Regular letters? Yeah, like.
Yeah, they're not. They're just regular keys. They're not like fancy keys.
I don't know if I could pop
I
those
would
off.
say it's worth probably.
Like, I think they're. I don't know.
You said
The
it's
keys. I tried to pull it up a little bit, and it it feels like metal, but it's movable,
Yeah.
like aluminum or something.
Well, I saw a communicator too for $9.99.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
It didn't sell. It was listed for $9.99, but that doesn't mean anything. Just give me a minute. Because here's oh, that's a Cougar. Okay. Oh.
But I need it out. I need it to get out of my house.
Let me look up parts. That's seeing a lot of parts.
Frankie said that Sears electronic communicator 2 electric typewriter sold for $75. Another $76.50 plus $22 shipping.
Nice.
See, I could do that. I could
Yeah.
totally do that.
Yeah, I didn't see a communicator to sell for that, but
Yeah, and it has the case too.
yeah. Just make sure when you ship that bitch, you wrap it good. Like in the case, you know how it sits in the case? You want to make sure you have padding inside the case so it's not moving around too.
Yeah.
Typewriters, you know, typewriters can be really lucrative, but God, they're a pain in the ass to ship.
That's what I'm thinking. Yep, I have a cartridge too, I think. That's what this is.
That'll help.
Yep. I have a cartridge too. And she said they're going for 7 to 12 each. Really, that's not that good because they got this one for $4.99.
Oh, I'm glad I don't have to ship anything today with my hand. I don't know what I did wrong, or I don't know if it's the glitch or what, but I was selling these things, and for some reason, they had free shipping on them. And when they came in with it was a new inbox thing. And when they sent me the offer, they wanted to buy 3 of them for they wanted to buy two lots of them, which there's 3 in a lot, for $8 each. And I had them for $10.99. But for some reason, when the offer came through, it said free shipping. I mean, on not them saying free shipping, but where it shows the price and then it says plus free shipping, for some reason it looked like I had free shipping on the item.
Wow.
Huh.
So anyways, I said no because there was no way I could make any money on it. But I went back because I had to decline, because if it was free shipping, even at the full price I had them at, I would only make $1. Why in the hell would I do that to myself?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? I hardly ever put free shipping on anything. So I was trying to figure out why I would have put free shipping on those. Even though the lot of 3 of them would go flat rate, or I mean first class. But no, I don't understand why I put free shipping on them. So
well, I know sometimes when I'm doing a listing, a brand new listing, and I will, get through partway when it gets to the shipping area, you know, I'll put all my, you know, whether it's first class or priority or whatever. But sometimes the free shipping is automatically, you know, check marked.
Well, that happens when you do like sell one like this. Sometimes it'll take on their shipping policy too.
Yeah, I usually don't do so. I don't usually do sell simple like that.
Oh,
I usually make my own listing. I won't sell. And because I want control of my listing. I don't want to take on somebody else's problem. So I just start it from scratch. That's just kind of the way that I think of it.
I used to do that.
And so, and it really, for me, it really doesn't make it really isn't that much quicker, because, you know, if there's something in that listing that you didn't catch, then you're screwed. You know, I just don't do that. I think it's more of going to help. But yeah, sometimes it'll have the free, even in a brand new fresh listing. Sometimes
sometimes it's just default.
Will be check mark.
Yeah, I'm not saying I didn't do it, but I just can't figure out when I was doing the listing why I did it. I mean, there's often times where something will sell for a really high price, and I'll be like, wow, why did I even price it that high? But I was glad I did. But I was like, was I on drugs thinking that I would get that much for it? You know, I ended up eventually getting it for it, but I thought, whoa, you know. So pay attention. Pay attention to your items.
You gotta pay attention.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm not saying it was a glitch. I'm not. It could have been, but because it's really odd for me to do free shipping, especially on something like that. But I could have.
Yeah, man, I won't ever pick up one of those again. It's a good thing I didn't pay for the damn thing, or I would have felt really bad.
Why, you're not going to ship it now? I mean, you're not going to sell it?
Oh, no, I am.
Oh.
Especially if it'll bring me like 75 plus shipping, but like I can't even get it in the box now because I have to plug it in to push the space bar to have the thing go, you know.
Yeah.
And so I can center it so I can get in that stupid box properly.
I know, I have a Smith's Corona electric typewriter that's worth like $70 or $80 or something like that. And it's still sitting here because I don't want to list it, because I don't want to ship it. I've sold many typewriters, but now I think I'm just starting to get lazy with shipping, you know. Maybe that'll get better when my husband quits his job and he's being the shipping. I told him he gets to be the shipping manager when he quits.
Yeah, good luck with all that. I have a shipping manager too, but you know, he's not even going to look for that item or that sweater that I need to list or need to ship, and he's not even here. I need him to do all that, and he's not even here. So it's pretty much on me. Quick sale. What is that? Anybody just sent me a message. Try quick sale for an easy way to cash in on your phone. No listing, no waiting for your phone to. Oh, it's for selling your phone. We'll do it for you, and you get cash fast.
I was gonna say, you know what, eBay? Instead of implementing new shit, fix the old shit first.
Yeah.
God, I have never seen them so screwed up in my life. I'm always pro eBay all the way. I'm usually just take time. Don't worry, this is a glitch. It'll pass. Don't worry. Just put up with it for now. They'll fix it within a couple weeks. It's all going to be good. But you know, these last few months, they're really ticking me off. Fix the
Yeah.
old shit before you start implementing new.
All right, Lori, see you later. Get lots of
Bye,
cookies
Lori.
this weekend. Yeah,
And I'm still very pro eBay. Don't get me wrong. It's just they're just kind of making me angry these last few months.
yeah, because that's really what they should be doing is having all their techs, sell, like get on what is messed up.
Yeah.
Instead of
say,
trying
okay,
to
let's
invent
stop.
new shit.
Yeah, let's stop let's stop rolling out new stuff. Let's hurry up and get this done. Get everything fixed, all the bugs fixed and worked out. And then let's move on to something else after that. But no, they just got to keep, oh, well, we got this going on. Oh, we got this going on. Well,
yeah. I got to pee. I'll be back.
What makes you think I want to join on to that new thing you're implementing when you haven't gotten the old new stuff fixed yet?
Right.
Very
true. Yeah, that's completely true. It's real.
Oh.
It's definitely a real. Oh my goodness.
Well, I made a little progress. My daughter came and got all of her movies, all of her books, her Wii, and her stereo last night.
Well, good.
Yeah, so we're making progress.
Yeah.
And then I handed her a thing of sanitizing wipes. I said, you probably want to wipe this shit off before you take it in your house because there was mice up there.
Oh, gosh. Well, hopefully, get all that stuff out of there, or even, just the majority of stuff out there,
yeah.
so get some work done and
yeah,
get it up to where you want it to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really want to go out today with it being so cold.
Yeah.
And really, she probably doesn't need to be out today.
Yeah. What'd you say it was, like 20?
Yeah, it's like 24.
It got cold really fast. Really cold really fast this year.
It's not, it's a little breezy outside, it looks like, but it's not terrible, but yeah, I don't really want to be out there.
I know, on days like this, I just like to just stay in the house. Stay warm.
But I know how much he looks forward to it, so I don't know.
Yeah. I'm excited. It's supposed to be like 39 tomorrow.
Yeah, I need to look for, let's see.
Is it supposed to be warmer tomorrow? Maybe you can put her off till tomorrow.
I can't remember. Let me look on today's high is supposed to be 40. I don't even know if we'll get that warm. Sunday is supposed to be 50. Monday is supposed to be 57. And Tuesday is supposed to be 60.
Wow.
It looks like
I'd be jumping.
We're going to be in the 50s and the high 50s and 60s next week. So
I'd be jumping in joy for that. I don't think we're going to see 60 degrees till May. What's the weather going to be like in Poplar, Wisconsin tomorrow?
Tomorrow's forecast for Poplar is 37 degrees and mostly sunny.
37 degrees and mostly sunny.
I just wasn't prepared for cold. We haven't
Today
got
the high is supposed to be 25. Oh, next week we're supposed to, Tuesday it's supposed to be 41, but 80% chance of showers.
oh,
Wednesday's supposed to be 38 and sunny. I can handle that. If it's sunny, 38 ain't bad.
morning, Valerie. Look for something.
And of course I filled up my tank yesterday, and today Quick Trip sends me $1 off coupon.
Oh no.
What's up?
Hey, what are you doing?
Running around like a chicken with my legs cut off.
Well, how are you gonna do that?
Your head's cut off, you mean?
I don't know.
Cut off. My legs are cut off.
Gotta drive 90 miles to my boys and help him fix his crap today.
Yeah. Well, that's nice of you.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna tell him so too.
Well, he can buy you lunch, I'm sure.
I changed my mind about the typewriter.
Oh.
No, I'll be buying the lunch too.
Huh?
What do you mean you changed your mind?
I'm gonna put it on the street.
Oh, is it not working?
No, it works fine. The last time I had Brandon check it and it was fine, but I don't want to do anything. I'm not wanting to do anything with it.
Well, if you're not feeling it, if you're not into it, then there's no, you know.
Yeah, anybody want to buy a typewriter? If you pay the shipping, you can have it. I'm not doing it. It's a heavy bastard, and I won't ever do it again. I learned my lesson.
I would actually try to get, I would take needle nose pliers and see if those keys come off.
Maybe.
Well, that doesn't make any sense, Sally. If you want a free typewriter, I can ship it. You just pay shipping. Well, if you're willing to ship it, then why wouldn't you put it on eBay and make $75?
Exactly.
I know, but it's just a pain in the ass.
But if I said, hey, I'm going to pay you shipping, will you send that to me? And you're like, yep. Why wouldn't you take $75 plus shipping?
I don't even want to list it.
Did you find your shirt?
No, I didn't look yet. But I need to. I'll be back.
Okay. We'll be here.
We'll be here with bells on. Bells and tassels. was actually a pretty decent day. I think I was up till midnight working on getting stuff listed, but I've been doing a lot with this Poshmark too, so
That's good.
that's not so much order wise, but just trying to get it up and running and going,
Oh.
and get followers and all that kind of stuff. Which is not, it's not that difficult. It really isn't to get followers and people that are going to be looking at your stuff.
It just takes time, I suppose.
It does take time. It does take time.
I wanted to start chipping away at my mess today, but with my hand, I don't know. We'll see.
I would definitely wrap it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about wrapping it. Just to give it support.
At least you have the support, yeah. I would take some ibuprofen.
Yeah. Get the swell. Yeah, I've been taking some ibuprofen. Get the inflammation down.
Get that swelling down.
But it's not so hard to take a painful hand if you know what you did. Wrong?
Right.
But when it just starts hurting, it's like, because then if you know what it's hurting from, you can almost, figure out what to do with it, But when you have no clue where the pain came from.
Just means we're getting old.
Yeah.
We have where my room sits, there's a step, so I have to step up, and then I turn and I step up again. And I mean, some mornings when I get up, it just takes everything I got just to make that step.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just like, I don't know if I can, do this.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's just part of getting old. And really, it shouldn't even feel like that.
Yeah.
You would think, 48, you shouldn't be feeling that rough, but man.
Oh, I know. Sometimes if I sit too long, like at the restaurant or something, in them hard chairs, it's like, oh, I got to try to get up and move to get myself limbered up again. It's like, I am 43 years old. Come on, Nick. God.
Yeah, wait till you get my age.
The other night on my show, I was sitting on the edge of my recliner. And oh man, when I got up after sitting, I could barely walk. I was like, oh God, I'm in pain.
Yeah, that really does tend to take a toll on your.
But I don't usually sit in one spot for 2 hours either.
Right.
That was even though when I'm on the hangout with you guys here on this show, I'm moving around all the time, That's why I still use my tablet and my phone, because
You're on the move.
I'm not stuck in one spot. I want one of those stand-up or sit-down desks, I told my husband.
I have wanted one of those for a long time. I think I would do better standing up. I think I would work better if I was standing.
Yeah.
No, I'm too lazy to do that.
Of course, if I had a stand-up one that I'd say, well, my legs hurt too bad. I need a sit-down desk now.
Yeah.
Stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight.
Well, that was like last night. I was playing some gin rummy on my phone, and I was standing over by the refrigerator, leaning on the refrigerator, and my husband's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm playing a game," and he goes, "Why are you not just sitting down to play that game? Why are you standing there playing that game?" And I was like, "I don't know, it just felt good to stand here."
Jack Smack says milk crates make a good stand-up desk.
Yeah. I'm sure my husband can build it, but
If you build it, they will stand.
yeah. Torque.
What? You've seen that movie, haven't you?
Yes. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
Field of Dreams. Good movie.
Field of Dreams. Yeah.
I used to love Kevin Costner. He doesn't make as many films anymore, but you always knew it was going to be a good film if Kevin Costner was in it.
Oh yeah.
And he's easy to look at.
Oh yeah. It's very easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grandma Magic Classic says stand-up desk with the bar stool if you want to sit.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, I need a taller roller-in chair for me.
When I broke my office chair a few months ago, until I found this other office chair that I got now, which I actually paid $100 for. I couldn't believe it. I was sitting on my SpongeBob stool. Oh my God, my back just hurt after a while. It's like, oh, I gotta find a chair. No chairs were coming up on the auction, so then I bought this one off of Amazon. I was like, well, I'm gonna treat myself.
Yeah.
And really, this ain't that great of a chair. I wish I would have just went up to Office Max and got one. But I'm stuck with it. I got to get $100 use out of it, so I'm stuck with it for at least probably 5 years. Oh, you bastard. This guy just ginned on me, and I had like a full hand of cards. I love gin rummy and canasta. I'm like got an old soul or something. But
I love gin rummy. My mom taught me how to play it, and then when I was in, when I was in California, I taught my youngest daughter how to play, and then when I was in North Carolina, I taught my other daughter how to play. So, and my mom, she loved that game.
Yeah.
And I've always liked it.
My mom always liked Rummy 500.
I don't think I've ever played that.
Which is pretty much the same as gin rummy, except you don't hold all your cards in your hand and go gin. You lay them down as you get them, And
that must have been
500.
Yeah, I think maybe we just play rummy as well. I don't think we play gin rummy.
Me and my mom, when I was in school, we used to sit up half the night playing rummy every night because neither one of us could sleep. We're not sleepers, So yeah, we would sit up half the night playing cards. It was so much fun.
Oh, excuse me.
And my mother would be like, "What kind of mother am I letting you stay up playing cards all night?"
You'd say, a good one.
Yeah, I did.
Nothing wrong with that.
And now I got the memories.
Yeah. I mean, and that's something. Oh, Tina says, oh, I see you're talking about me. Of course I'm talking about
Jeez.
you. Oh,
I have really dry throat this morning.
hi, Kyrie. What's going on, Jack? Had some interesting conversation on Dusty's channel earlier about handling times and such.
Oh boy.
No, you're fine. I hope I didn't step into something bringing conversation on Dusty's channel into this. I've been away for a while. No, it's full. It's all right.
We're all still fine.
Yeah, no worries. Trying to get this. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
So what was the interesting conversations you had? Anything you want to talk about?
Come on. Feel it. Spit it out.
Good morning, Tina. If you're still here, you have beautiful children. I always see the grandkids. They're so cute.
Who has the hot chocolate? I'm freezing. I know, I am too. I'm cold. Should have made a pot of coffee this morning, but I haven't.
So the conversation was I extended my handling time to 10 days and saw just about no change in sales. I've done that, made my handling time longer and really didn't have that big a change in sales. Occasionally, if somebody buys something and you let them know, hey, it's going to be a little longer because I'm on vacation or whatever, sometimes they want to cancel because they can't wait that long, but very rarely do I ever have somebody cancel because of that reason. Sometimes they'll miss that the handling time is longer, and they'll be messaging me saying, "Hey, are you going to ship my item anytime soon?" And I'd be like, "Well, but per my handling time, blah 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 blah, because I'm on vacation or whatever." And they'll be like, "Oh, okay, no problem. Then I was just wondering, you know." And it's usually no problem at all. However, buyers still sent messages regarding when items would be sent. Yeah, that still happens because they don't see it.
Jack Smack says the reason why I changed it was because in opposition to the guaranteed delivery handling thing. I don't blame blame you.
You were being obstinate? No way. Not Jack.
And Beth said I had 15-day handling time on mine during the hurricane. I never got one message about it and sold a ton. All my wholesale items were cheap. Best way to cut out my drop shipper and go straight to the source.
I even had my handling time up to 30 days last summer when I went on vacation. And during that time, that was like one of my biggest months that year of sales. So I have mine set to 2 days just because it's just to be on the safe side for me. I don't care about the discounts and stuff. I mean, yes, I'm missing out on X amount of dollars every month, but to me, keeping my account clear and in good standing and being able to provide good customer service outweighs the discount. So honestly, though, I'm going to leave it that way because people get so nasty.
Yeah,
I'm the same way.
I'm actually considering doing the same. Maybe try it for a month and see if it makes sense. But that discount, it's my discount was $17.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, having a longer handling time kind of gives you a little leadway as far as, I mean, I don't have any problems shipping my items daily, but it does give you a little bit of leadway. So if something's missing or something happened and you can't get home to ship your packages, whatever, you're not. Yeah, that might be the way to go.
And when I was selling a lot of stuff, I mean, it meant, and that was before they cut the percentage you get too. It would be $100 and some that I was missing out on by moving it to 2 days, but it was worth it.
Right.
I still made plenty of money even without that discount. I'm not saying that and being like a couponer and stuff like that, that's so out of my nature because I mean, even my husband, makes fun of me about coupons, and I'm like, well, you wouldn't throw 50 cents out the window, would you? So it was like me throwing $100 and some dollars out the window to $200, but I still made plenty of money, and I had the peace of mind of, well, I don't have to rush, and I'm going to get that thing out in time. I don't have to like freak out or,
Right.
I found my sweater.
That's good.
Was it where you thought it was?
Actually, no, I actually did not go through the box that I thought I'd went through it, because I went all the way down to the end and I didn't go through the bottom box for some reason, and it was in the bottom box.
Yeah, then they're done that. I'm like, oh, I've checked that box a couple of times. It's not in there. Sure enough, that's where it was. Sometimes you just need to step back a minute, like Valerie said earlier. Sometimes you just have to step back and go back and look later.
All that adrenaline's running, and you're just, you're scared that you're not going to find
Stressing.
it, and mad because you can't find it, and you got all these emotions and hormones going through your body, and sometimes you just have to take a step, take a breath.
Yep.
And I know that's easier said than done, because
the
main thing is you want to be able to find that item.
Morning, Tina. Jack Smack says Xanax.
That helps too.
Answer to everything. Oh. I need you to send me some videos, Tina. Your mom hasn't been sending me anything.
Even Maddie has been saying Nana. Hi, Nana.
Oh.
Cute. And you know, going back to scavenger life, you know, sometimes they, you know, they're notorious for having the higher handling time because they're always going on vacation and shit and working that other job. And they don't have any problems with having them extended handling times.
I don't have a problem with my handling time. I do 1 day. I don't do same day. I do 1 day, and I have my mailman is usually here by now, so he might have already come.
They also have higher prices too, don't they? Yeah, they do. She prices everything really high.
Who has higher prices?
Scavenger Life.
Oh.
Yeah, they put top dollar on all their stuff.
But they sell a lot, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. They're kind of like, buy it or don't. If you don't, someone else will. Yep.
Yeah, it sucks whenever you start getting desperate. You haven't got any offers. You're playing around with your numbers, and so you drop everything. You know, you drop all your prices. I've done it so many times. I've done it like at least 5 times.
Well, the problem is a lot of people get into that, oh my God, this hasn't sold in a month. I got to get rid of it, or I got to lower the prices or whatever.
No, I'm not like that.
No, but I'm a big I do the list it and forget it thing too for the most part.
Yeah.
Sometimes after, you know, 6 months or whatever, I might drop the price a little bit, but usually I just let things ride. When you have a bigger inventory, I mean, I was up to over 2,000 items on my stores.
Yeah.
And I mean, you don't have time to sit there and tweak prices and stuff like that because you're shipping out so much. I was selling so much and shipping out so much. I didn't have time to sit at my computer or my tablet and sit there and screw around with pricing and stuff all the time. I mean, sometimes I did, but no, I was getting stuff listed and I was selling just as fast as I was listing. So I was happy with it.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack Smack says right. The thing though, that's the thing though, when you live off your own supply, that's where you run into those kind of issues. Yeah, I do you mean like you're living off of your money that you're making on eBay? Because I totally am.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that would be the reason. It's just I think you get frustrated and you know kind of start scrambling.
Yeah.
You know, when you need milk and bread and you know butter and you don't have any money, you know, I mean there's a little bit of a scramble there.
But when you're getting up to 2,000-3,000 items in your store, if you're doing it right, if you're putting up items that people want and you're pricing around where you should be and stuff like that, usually money comes in every day and you have money for milk and bread.
Yeah.
That's why I like to do a lot of mix of, because I love to do collectibles and I like to do vintagey stuff and stuff like that, higher priced items. But that's another reason why I say you got to have a mix of smalls too. You know, everybody's so against small item, you know, small priced items. Well, when your bigger stuff, more expensive stuff isn't selling as fast, your smalls are selling every day. Your smalls are selling every day and adding up. You know, if you sell you know, three $10 items in a day, you know, that's $30. That's plenty of money to go get some milk and bread for the day, you know,
Yeah.
or put a little gas in your car or whatever, you know. So, and whereas if you didn't have those smalls and you were waiting for all those big expensive items to sell, well, now you're going a few days without anything, you know. And meanwhile, your kids are like, "Mommy, I want some milk," and you don't have any milk, you know.
Right. Right.
So that's why I like smalls. You don't want to fill your store up with smalls, but you do want to have a little mixture in there of everyday stuff that people buy people buy all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
firm believer in that.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying, Jack. I have an outside job too, and so like, you know, I don't scramble for rent money per se because I you know, I have a job and, you know, that's where that comes from. Yeah, one day I would want eBay to pay for my rent. That would be freaking awesome. But you know, it's kind of I'm not that level yet. So Jennifer
And
says, Jack, that is a story of my life. Also, why I have extended handling time. Rent is being paid, and now I have like 5 days to come up with the money to ship the items that I sold. Yeah, that's kind of scary.
yeah,
You know, like I mean, I've been there. I've been there totally. You know, to where I sold what I made, or I spent what I made, and because I had to, and um, you know, the money wasn't there. But that'd be good to put more handling time on it, you know. I mean, that makes sense.
well, you can really get yourself into a lot of trouble if you do
Oh
that.
yeah.
The shipping needs to come out first. Um, and I'm talking now. I have a husband who works outside the home, so I'm not the only income. So I can take a little more risks. My husband can't pay all of our bills, so we do need a second income. But I'm not at the point where if I don't sell anything, we're SOL or we're out on the street, you know. Um, but um, but like Jim and Tara, if you talk to Jim and Tara, they have. I wish she was here today because she would be able to coin in on this. They live their life on what they make on eBay, and they do the same thing. They list it. They pretty much list it and forget it too. You know, they got high items, a lot of items in their store, and they just keep listing and sell it.
So I do 30-day listings, and then when it's time to relist, if it didn't sell, I nearly always use the bulk relister and do like 20 to 50 at a time and just take 10% off.
Oh.
And I figure in 6 months of taking 10% off, an item will eventually sell, if I started it at a reasonable price.
Yeah.
So
And I'm not saying I've never, thrown sales up on items or whatever just to start moving some items. I mean, there are slow times of the year where it's like, yeah, I want to throw up some sales or whatever just to start moving some items, but for the most part, I pretty much list it and forget it.
And yeah, and we're not trying to judge people the way that they work their eBay. I mean, that's not what we do here, but it's you do things the way that you got to do it. Life is hard for some people, and they have to do what they have to do, and it's there's nothing else that there's not a way for you to do anything else. Just doing what you have to do. That's it's
But I was at a point in my business before I douched everything. I was at a point in my business where, if I didn't have to worry so much about going out and spending that $100 because I knew that day or the next day I would make it back no problem. Because that's how much stuff I was selling. And
Oh, well, that
So
makes sense, Jennifer.
when you get
That's
to that point, you know, then
yeah,
it's a lot
that's
easier.
Jennifer says that she has a backup plan. That if she doesn't make the sales to cover for the next 5 days, then she has her next paycheck to cover for it, which makes sense. You know, but like the other, without the paycheck, kind of
Yeah,
scary.
that's a risky
I
way to
feel
run
for
your
you.
business. Yeah, that's really risky. Because I did that before back when I was, more new, and where it's like, oh well, sales will come in tomorrow. I could ship these things tomorrow. I'm going to spend this money today, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden, that's when the sales don't come in, is when you don't
Yeah.
have the money to ship. Or when the money does come in, then you're spending all the money on your next sales to ship, and you're running out of money to ship.
Thank you.
Yeah, I found that you have to really, I have to be very, very diligent about, the money that I have in my PayPal, and, that I want to keep money in there for any kind of returns, or,
Yeah.
I just gotta, that's hard, when you're, if you do have a small income coming in, like I do, that money is for the house. That money is the money is not for eBay. So whatever I make on eBay, that's a little bit extra that I have for inventory and stuff like that. But I definitely can't base everything on, what
Yeah.
the sales that I'm going to get.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do that, they're probably not going to come in.
Yeah.
That's the way it works for me.
Yeah.
That's just my luck.
Yeah, that's when my slow days was when I had to pay a bill and needed the money. And it's like, oh my God, now it's slow. What am I gonna do? I'd be selling every day, every day, every day, every day, and then all of a sudden, boom, when I need to pay a bill, boom, no sales.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I'm gonna be back that way too when my husband quits his job. We're gonna be totally full at eBay. Um so yeah, it's and like yesterday he's like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it till January. Well, I better get my ass in gear then.
So is that when he's planning on quitting his job in
Yeah,
January?
he wants to quit by the new year, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Yep. Jack, slow days bring out the best. Good
Yeah.
days let you slack.
Yeah.
It's true.
No wonder I slack all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't have any bad days. I've got enough for my retirement check to live on, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good. House is paid for and the
Yeah.
kids are gone mostly. The diabetic dog took some money, but whatever.
And Jack Smack says, "Oh, look at Kingpin Todd.
Yeah, I'm rich. Let me tell you.
Todd sells $400 pens, so we're not worthy." They paid $3 for it.
That was an awesome deal.
Yeah. And then Jennifer, she said that's why she likes the bins, because it's almost pure profit. And that's me too at the auctions. I buy my stuff for so little. Everything I sell is almost pure profit. I get my money back fast on my auctions, and yeah, everything's pure profit after that, except for eBay fees, of course. But
Well, and that was one of the reasons why I had to really, I couldn't not go to that bag sale, because
yeah,
that's, I mean, I paid 40 cents an item,
Mm-hmm.
and I got 100 items. Yeah, there was probably, so far, there's probably been 5 items that haven't been usable. You know, there's stains or something that I didn't catch. You know, on and there's always going to be those throwbacks. But yeah, and so now I'm definitely going to be utilizing those bag sales to my advantage. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I still am hoping that I can make it to the bins one time before the big snow.
Yeah. Well, like you said, that bag sale, you were getting like you were only paying like 44 cents.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to
Val
go.
said, Val, etc. Emporium said, I want to be just like Todd when I grow up.
Yeah, look at what I typed back
I
in.
saw that. Valerie wants to be fat and bald.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then that's what's nice about this group. You know, we openly talk about this stuff. Hey, we're living paycheck to paycheck. You know, and really and truly, and that, you know, I've often looked at, you know, me and my husband, you know, I work for FedEx Freight and he works where he works. And we both were very high wage earners, you know, and I just dabbled with eBay a little bit and Etsy, but those were our incomes. And I thought, and I'm watching our friends, and they're like always can go out to the bar, and that's not our thing anyways, but they were always going, they could always afford to go out to the bar. They drove nicer cars than us. They had nicer homes than us. They wear better clothes than us. And they were constantly going on vacations. They had nice RVs, and we had our old camper that my dad gave me, 1970s camper, you know. But that's all fine with me. I don't need all that brand new fancy stuff. But I was looking at it going, okay, now I know we make more money than those people do.
Mm-hmm.
How are they affording all that stuff? Well, everybody lives on credit. Everybody, it's surprising. It surprises me when I step back and look, really and truly, most people are just living paycheck to paycheck. Most people are living, they're only one paycheck away from losing everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like when my husband got hurt in that car accident and he was off of work for 9 months and we were only getting 60% of his income, if we would have been credited to the hilt, we'd have been SOL.
Yeah.
Or I would have really had to ramp up my eBay, but I mean we could have been SOL, you know. But I honestly believe the only way we made it through it without draining our complete savings was because we are not credited to the hilt.
Right.
Now, I do have a $1,200 a month mortgage, which is way more than what most people have. I took that mortgage on to pay it off faster when I was working for FedEx. And I could have it lowered, but I wanted to pay off my house faster. So sometimes that gets a little hairy, you know, but other than that, we don't really have bills. I have one credit card I use for emergencies only. And yeah, I mean, other than like medical bills or whatever, we have those and our food bills and stuff. And I pay $400 a month for cell phones, you know, but yeah, I mean, most people are just living on credit all the time. I have a nephew who every time his wife gets a raise or he gets a raise, they go out and take on another payment for something. And it's like, you know, if either one of you got hurt, which you're up in your 30s now, so it could very well happen, one of you get sick or get hurt, what the hell are you going to do? You know, you can't, you're not going to be able to get out of that if you lose your paycheck for some time. But
holy cow, Sherry says you couldn't get a 1-bedroom apartment for $1,200 here.
oh, yeah, around here most people usually only pay about $400 or $500 a month for their houses, their mortgage. Now renting, no, you can't rent for less than, you know, to have a whole house. Yeah, it'd be, rent would be like $1,200 a month probably. But for mortgage, I'm saying most people have only like a $400 or $500 a month mortgage. I guess when I'm talking to people all over the United States, my mortgage really doesn't sound that bad.
Well, no, I mean, you know, like a lot of people were saying, you know, like telling me after Mike died that, you know, maybe you need to, you know, maybe you need to move closer to an area so you have a little more, you know, a little better picking. And that sounds great. And in theory, it sounds, you know, it sounds reasonable. But, you know, number one, I have a 3-bedroom house that I pay $334 a month in rent, mortgage. It's not in my name, but I still pay the rent. I have a fenced backyard for my dogs. You know, all those things, you know, kind of carry over. I probably wouldn't be able to take my dogs with me. Maybe, you know, maybe one. I wouldn't be able to take all 3 if I moved into an apartment or anything like that. So there's definitely some pros and cons, you know, as far as you know, where I live and everything. So
yeah,
yes, it would be nice to live in town, a little bit closer to things, but is it really to my advantage? Not anymore, because I don't plan on being here very much longer. So, you know, I just have to make it work for me right now, get through another winter, and, you know, then hopefully by next year I'll be, you know, able to live my dream and do my thing. And my mindset is different now than what it was before Mike died. You know, you have a complete change of you know, how you think things should be. You know, you can live on less. You don't need to have, you know, a truck payment and a car payment. I mean, we were paying $1,200 just on car payments.
Yeah.
Which was ridiculous, you know.
Yeah.
But with me and him working, we could afford that. You know, but you never prepare yourself for, you know, the inevitable of, you know, a spouse dying, and, you know, you have to fend for yourself and figure it out. And it hasn't been easy, but it's actually been a great lesson for me to figure out, you know, what I can live without and what I can get by with. So.
And Jack Smack said, you know, credit has its uses. It most certainly does. I mean, there's been many times where I've used credit to go buy a big lot of stuff or whatever because I didn't have the cash on hand, you know, and I made the money back and stuff and was able to pay it off right away. But yeah, credit does have its uses. It definitely does. But when you abuse it,
Right.
you can really get yourself in some really, really hard times.
That's
my
funny,
husband.
Beth.
My husband has a plan on how we'll pay our mortgage when he quits his job, and that's our biggest bill.
Mm-hmm.
So with my eBay, when I'm ramped up and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I can pay everything else, you know. So I told him, as long as you can figure out how to pay the mortgage, you can quit your job because I can handle everything else, you know.
Right.
I just don't want to put my mortgage on I should be able to make enough to pay everything, especially with him coming in and helping too, and doing his parts that he wants to do and stuff. But I don't want to put my mortgage dependent on eBay.
Right.
I want to have a backup plan. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I mean, if the lights go out, whatever, you know, I can live with that. But if I lose my house, I can't live with that. You know?
Right.
I mean, I can live without a lot of stuff, but a roof over my head, I cannot live without.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, some people say, well, maybe you should live somewhere cheaper. I can't get any cheaper than what I got. I mean, yes, I can have my mortgage fixed or whatever you do with it and have the lowered or whatever, but I bought my farm, the house and 10 acres, and I bought other parcels too. That's why I get 25 acres. But the existing farm, it was the house and 10 acres of land for $89,900.
Wow.
That is a good, very, very good price, a steal.
Yes. Yeah.
You know? And no matter where you live.
Mm-hmm.
So no, really and truly, I can't live anywhere cheaper. I mean, you're never going to find a deal like that again.
Right.
You know, that's
Woohoo! Bundle of Party Time Karaoke CD.
ooh. You're selling them off, huh?
Yeah.
Good.
11 CDs, $30.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's amazing how fast muscle goes to fat. Oh my God, you are so right. When I hurt my knee, they had me, when I first hurt my knee, and it was workman's comp, so I did exactly what they told me to do. They told me to go home with this knee immobilizer and keep it up. And this went on for a month because I had to wait for workman's comp to say yes to MRIs, and I had to wait for this and wait for that. My knee was, my leg muscles were mush in that month. They weren't, and I had to wait another month for my knee surgery because the knee doctor was like, well, you got to build up muscles in your legs so that you can heal from the surgery. And so it ended up screwing me up in the long run, you know. But yeah, oh my God, it takes us a lifetime to build our muscles, but it only takes, you know, a month of just sitting around and you can start losing your muscles pretty fast.
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast you lose your muscles. And there's a lady who started a toenail cutting business. She'll come to you and cut your toenails. And yeah, it's like $50 or whatever. And she'll continue to come for like, I don't know, like $30 a month or something. She'll come and cut your toenail. What an icky job.
But hey, she probably gets good money. I mean, it sounds like she gets paid well for it.
Yeah.
You know.
And she always has toothpicks.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Ew.
That's disgusting. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Todd, you haven't said hardly a damn word this whole show, and that's what you say.
That's
That's our Todd.
Running around trying to imagine all the tools I'm going to need to take with me to my boy's house to fix everything that's wrong with his house.
Better take the whole lot.
I know.
Just take all of them.
Hey, Charles, are you watching? I don't see you in the chat yet, but I saw him in the earlier show. I was hoping he would have came in
I
here.
haven't seen him.
Yeah, I saw him in Dusty's show, but sometimes he just sits there and watches too and doesn't chat. So that's why I wanted to see if he was in here. I wanted to see how things were going. I didn't ask him in Dusty's show because we're kind of a smaller group over here. You never know how people want you to ask about things, you know, in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. I knew you was there.
Hi, Charles.
I was talking about you yesterday. I was wondering how things went with your daughter. If you want to talk about it, if you don't. I just was worried about you.
Come here.
But if you don't want to talk about it, I understand.
You crazy, Ringo.
Go lay down, Mugnut.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hi, Ringo. God, he's cute.
Be nice. You'll be nice to Mama. Yeah. Yeah. He gets right up here in between my legs and tries to jump up, but he can't because it's such a small place. He always bumps his head.
Yeah, my prancer comes from the side and he can jump. He can jump right onto my leg. Like it doesn't take him much to jump right on my leg and not miss, you know. Yeah, he's a big dog now.
He's a big boy, huh? He's grown so much. Yeah. No.
No, Jack, we're still the poor folk that you have grown to know and love.
Huh? Down you go.
Went okay. It was a lot of pressure. We brought her home last night. Now we have to take her back Tuesday because of what they found. Also, what the hell?
When I grow up, I want to be one of Valerie's dogs. They got it made.
Yeah, no shit.
Why do you say that?
No worries. Always have food and water. And if you look cute, then you get hugs. And I don't know. Just what a life.
Yeah, what a life. That's true, Jack. Oh, so very true.
Figure that they're going to be able to do anything for her? Or?
I have to take her back Tuesday.
I suppose you got to wait. I suppose you got to wait and see what the testing does.
Yeah.
Well, keep us posted, Charles. I'm worried about her.
She will definitely be in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. Looks like I'm not going to do much Q4 selling this year. Yeah. Well, it's good that you're there, but don't forget about your own health too. Take care of yourself too. That was the other day. I was really sad. Or yesterday, when I was heading down to Spooner, I was behind this van. Well, my husband had this friend who was they were like buds. Well, then he ended up getting a little goofy and started a fight with my husband, so they kind of weren't friends anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it turned out he had cancer, and I'm
Mm.
sure it was in his brain. I'm sure that's why he went goofy. Well, anyways, very active guy, in his 60s, but very active, golfs all the time. His wife just recently retired, and then he retired and found out he had cancer, the deadly kind, one of the deadly kinds. Anyways, so yesterday when I was driving down to Spooner, I was behind this van, and all of a sudden I saw it turn on his road, and it was a Dove Healthcare van, which they take care of people at home that are, you know, very
It's like
ill.
hospice.
Like hospice?
And I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, no. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure that's where they were going.
Yep, I agree with that too, Jack. It's all for a
Mhm.
reason.
And like he said, I agree. Sometimes Q4 selling isn't all it's cracked up to be. Honestly, you know, I say, oh, Q4 is here, you know, get your stuff listed. And I really, I sell more stuff, but not like Amazon sellers have Q4.
Right.
I do see an increase in my sales, but throughout the year I have good sales anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, ooh, you know, but it is, you see a lot more of your unusual stuff flying off the shelves during the Q4 season. And that's when I can list all my, because I buy box lots and stuff at the auction. So I get a lot of like dishes and bakeware and a lot of kitchen-y stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's usually when I can see that stuff fly off the shelves where it's been sitting for, you know, the rest of the year. So that's why I get excited about Q4. Otherwise, it
You can
really
ask.
isn't.
Sorry.
Huh?
I was going to say, you can ask Valerie. I've been saying since we started selling during the season, I really don't notice a whole lot of difference. The only time I notice a difference is that listing, you know, frequently and consistently, that's when I get sales.
Right.
And everything sells. It's not just,
Mm-hmm.
you know, clothing or shoes or whatever. Everything sells.
Yeah.
It's the only difference I notice. I don't notice it any other
Well,
way.
the Q4 hype is more for Amazon sellers.
I think so too.
More so than us eBay sellers. But we do see, like I said, we do see an increase of stuff that's been sitting around for a while, usually flies off the shelves, you know. And that's one reason why I get excited about this time of year, because people are sitting on their duff at home because it's too dang cold to do anything else. And they're buying shit. And, you know.
Right on. Hey, you know what? But I'm all about letting people spend their money on ridiculous shit.
Me too.
Yeah. Jack says it feels almost like cheating. Yeah. I mean, but you know, if they have the money to do that, I'm all for selling it to them. You know, I ain't gonna say, "Oh, do you really think you need this?" You need this, but
Heck no. Of
I ain't
course
gonna
you
say
need it.
that. Yeah.
Of course you need this.
You need all of my things. Where's Hank today?
She was going thrifting with her mom.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna
She
use
said,
her
Mama's
words
coming
then.
and we're going to the thrift store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She said she wasn't going to be in there today.
And I was like, "Where's that Hank at?" Because she's always saying selling all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise, yeah, I don't really get hyped up for quotations Q4, you know, but it is a nice time of year, like I said, because some of the other stuff that sits around sells. So.
Yep. And we just take
But
the
as
money
Amazon
from.
sellers, you know, and the problem is a lot of people see us saying stuff like that. Yay, Q4 is here, you know. And then they're like, well, why ain't my stuff selling anymore? You know. Whereas, yeah, we're selling all year long. You should be selling all year long. Good. But
Yeah.
it's just that I get excited because that other stuff is getting sold, a different kind of stuff. And so I mean that's why I get excited. But a lot of people don't understand that. They think that everybody should have just awesome sales, and they're wondering, hey, well, what am I doing wrong? You know?
And it's not going to work that way if you're not listing good stuff or if you're not listing at all.
Well, this is just the time of year when you're busting your butt to get your listings done. It's really paying off.
Yeah.
This time of year, you know, more so than the rest of the year, I think. But I don't see a huge increase in sales as far as, you know, but I see a difference. And any increase in sales gets me excited.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, like if you sell a lot of gifty kind of stuff, well, then in the spring and summer would be like your Q4 because that's when weddings are happening, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
And the crap that's not high-end kitchen stuff, that all sells too because everybody needs the stuff. You know, it's like, oh, I got all these people coming over for Christmas. I better get some more silverware, you know? And they're just grabbing whatever they see that looks decent, you know, because they just got to be able to feed these people, you know? Me, I got over that years ago. Everybody eats off paper plates or styrofoam plates, plastic forks. You want fancy in my dinner, you better get there and wash the dishes afterwards then.
Right.
Because when I cook and I use all of the dishes. So there's enough dishes already for me cooking. I don't want any more dishes for everybody eating too.
Yeah.
I'm eating grapes and cheese.
Just wondering what I should do.
What about your mother-in-law?
Well, she's that's I should have messaged her. She's like, I'm on my way. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
okay,
shit.
I guess we're going. Usually she doesn't wake up until usually 9:30, and so.
Oh.
But yeah, she must have had an early morning, so I guess we're going.
Yes, you are.
So
No choice now.
no. Nope. So, with that note, I guess we'll go ahead and shut the show down. I gotta finish getting ready and get see what I can do as far as getting warmer. I don't know if I can get warmer or not, but get my gloves on and get my hat on and get ready. She's coming. So.
Grapes and cheese. I had no idea Nikki was a Roman Empire. Now I just needed a hot guy to come here and feed it to me.
Right.
Texas, I want to come to Nikki's house. She's like, here it is. Get it before it gets you and shut up. That's right. Shut up and sit down and eat. I feed I feed 25 to 30 people usually at every holiday on just my side of the family alone.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's like get in here and eat. And if you don't like it, little skinny
Or
guy
like
in a
Mike
loincloth.
said, Mike used to say, you snooze, you lose. So if you don't get in here and get it, you know, find a place, you're probably not going to get any food.
I cook enough for Cox's Army, so if you go away hungry, it's your own fault.
Yep.
During the Christmas season, I make over 30 pumpkin cheesecakes.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, alone.
That actually sounds really good.
I know when I first started making pumpkin cheesecakes, everybody's like, I mean, this was years and years ago before anybody even knew about pumpkin cheesecake. Everybody's like, pumpkin cheesecake? That don't even sound good. But then when they ate it, they were like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yep. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Hope everybody has a great day, and we will see you. Well, we'll see you on Sunday for the challenge if you want to join us. We would love to have you. Come on in. It's actually pretty entertaining. It's fun. It's, you know, you get to list some stuff that you think might sell, you know, the same day, and, you know, just kind of have that, you know, people around and people that are thinking the same way that you are, and
Motivation.
so, yeah, get some fellowship and everything. So,
And
but I
don't be
hope
a stranger yet.
and yeah, I mean, even if you don't, you can donate $1. You can have a, you know, your entry fee is $1. Whatever you want to do. If you want to, we would rather you be in the contest because that just makes it a little, you know, it makes it better. So anyway, you guys have a great day, and we will see you Monday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye now.